Gentlemen, this is truly a time to be alive because we now have Ascended Rayas. Brand new Chapter 38 story came out, and with Chapter 38 coming out, the new unit was none other than Rayas himself. Now, some of you may be thinking, is this Rayas just gonna awaken from the old Rayas? You know, what's the whole deal about that? Is this an entirely new unit? And yes, this is an entirely new Ascended character. I have said this for years, that if they ever do an Ascended Rayas, he is probably going to be summonable, and he's not going to be a free character. I think it would have been really cool if they did give out this Rayas for free, because I do think he's a really solid character, especially if you are someone that's brand new to the game. But unfortunately, he is only summonable. You cannot get him for free, at least at the current moment. You know, maybe that will change later on down the line. Maybe there'll be like some type of celebration. They'll give him out for free. But for right now, he is only summonable, and he's really cool. As you can see in the background, a lot of cool animations going on and stuff, but let's talk about what he does and his main mechanic, because he does have his own unique mechanic. Right here is his entire kit. As you see, he is very much a light kind of support character here. We do have some art shin for, you know, everybody as well. Really do love the 60 arts on the true art there, along with the crit rate. It is kind of basic, but mainly just the 60 arts is more than enough. The super art also giving all human allies 150% attack, and then every time he uses it, he buffs up his own super crit rate. And then if you see here, he has his EX mode, or his Albion Blaze. So you refresh all allies' physical equipped CT speeds, and then for 30 seconds you increase all allies' super crit rate by 30%. Mind you, this is the first character in the entire game that can give other characters super crit. If you already have some super crit, then he could possibly make it to where you have 100%, or if you have none, like let's say someone like Hero Saitama, which he's going to work extremely well with, you're now giving Hero Saitama super crit on his true art and super art, which is just completely stupid. Abilities is when on self is leader, you increase all allies arts by 3. You also increase own damage against his other passives, are just increase own damage by 50% against enemies under 30%, and then increase own dark res. I am going to say this, I think this is absolutely comical that he has to be the leader to give everybody 3 arts. This guy just came out, and you know, he just has to be on the team to give everybody on his team arc gauge. He doesn't even have to be the leader. Of course, there's 2 more things we need to talk about, which is the Albion Blaze mechanic and his true weapon. So let's talk about his true weapon first. His true weapon is able to increase own light damage by 30%. Additionally, if you're a human, you increase own physical damage by 40%, and this is stackable. This could be really good, especially with the super art, because you know, you can just stack this over and over, but it does innately have a 70-second cooldown. So at most, you're probably going to be able to get 2 stacks on this. In terms of the passives, you see here, you increase on arts by 2, and you reduce the EX Albion Blaze cooldown by 30 seconds. Now, the reason why it says cooldown is because this is how Albion Blaze works. This is usable every 150 seconds. It refreshes allies' physical equipped CT speeds and increased allies' super crit, which we already knew about this. But instead, if you have his true weapon equipped, of course, it goes down to 120. Now, the way how you know if it's active, you can see here, the Rayas portraits in the bottom left. Do you see that sword icon? If that sword icon is full, then you can activate Albion Blaze, and the way how you activate it is just how you would activate like a phantom bullet, for an example. So all in all, this Rayas is actually very strong. I just wish that this character was a free unit that they gave to everyone. I could understand why they made him a summonable unit, but you know, this is the MC of the game. He hasn't gotten a new version in God knows how long, and this would be like the perfect thing to remedy one of the biggest complaints that we have about GS, which is new players don't really have anything at the beginning. Getting a character like this would have been really good, because this is going to be a very strong unit, right? Not to mention, if you gave out this unit for free, why not make 3 other characters, just random characters? You don't even have to do characters we already have in the game, and then put them all on the team with this Rayas, and then there you go, you have a free-to-play light team that you just gave out to your entire community. That would have been sick. I don't know why they didn't do that, but it is what it is. So as you guys already saw, crazy attack up, art gauge, and everything else. By default, Rayas will need to be the leader of any given team that he is on. If you want to get the most out of him, you will always make sure he is the leader, just because that additional art gauge is going to help you out so much. Unless you already have so much art shin on the team, then you may not need to run him as the leader, but I would say in like mono light, you probably want to run him as the leader in most cases. One of the teams that I'm instantly thinking of is running a team of Rayas, Hero Saitama. I would also say Kenshin would be really good here. And then you could end that off with Firin. If you're on JP, you could go Etika for an example. And with that team right there, it is extremely powerful. But we all know Mono Light has always been really good, especially with these last few months. But they just keep adding more and more people to this team. I can only imagine how crazy the super crits are going to hit with someone like Hiro Saitama, especially on a team like this that is supercharging his attack. With the Super Art plus Albion Blaze, goodness man, this guy's gonna hit extremely hard. I guess in certain situations you maybe want to take Kenshin off just because I guess Rayas is already doing Kenshin's job. But I think if you're using Hiro Saitama, why not throw Kenshin on there just to really cap out on the attack up, right? In terms of teams outside of Mono Light with Rayas, I think you're just gonna be using Rayas mainly as a supporting character like how you did in Mono Light. So you're gonna be focusing more so on his True Art, Super Art, and of course the EX. You can make him a lead in pretty much any team and then throw them on with other archers, get yourself some damage mitigation in there, and then DPS character, and there you go, you know, like you're off to the races with him. Overall, he is a very good character and actually extremely strong for any new player to get, which is not surprising, and extremely good for even veteran players to have. Like I said, I just really wish they would have gave this guy out for free, but maybe if this was more of an anniversary celebration, they would have, on top of also giving some type of premium anniversary character. But hey, you know, you never know, maybe down the line, they will eventually make him free. This just feels like a character they will make free or a login bonus or something like that eventually. So either way, you guys let me know down below in the comment section how you all feel about this Rayas. Are you hyped for him? Do you think he's whatever? Let me know all that type of stuff down below. Oh, and one more thing before y'all leave, don't forget to drink water.